she's been fed. She's got a little coat on. So I reckon she'll be out for the night. We'll get her in a minute, let her get in a little bed and get wound up. And, oh gosh. So, but yeah, she's got a little coat on. So she'll be warm for the night, especially in that hay. It's mighty cold. So you can go to bed. You going to bed? You just gonna stand right there, ain't you? Maggie, you can get your head stuck. Maggie's out here with her about all the time. And over Elsie there, she's laying right here with her too, so. Maggie, leave Elsie alone. Worrisome. Alright, go to bed. I'll check on you in the morning. As long as I don't lose enough power tonight, we'll be all right too.
It's slippery this morning. All right.
Well, we made it through the storm last night. We got mostly ice and sleet, looks like, but it's cold as it's been here in a long time. Everything's covered in ice, and it's not terrible. Like I say, we didn't lose any power or nothing. But the bad thing around here is when we have freezing rain and sleet. I can show you here on the electric fence. This is what happens to our power lines, which I guess it happens everywhere else too, but this is where we have most of our problem at. When that ice gets on these power lines like that, just like on this fence line right here, it's completely covered in ice. And what it is when our power lines get covered up like that, they end up falling, or a tree falls on them, or something else happens. But like I say, there's a power line right there, and this, I don't know if you can tell on the camera or not, but I can see it's on there just like it is on this electric fence. And so that's where we get most of our problems at down here. But thank Lord we didn't lose no power last night. Still got water. Been leaving a little spigot in the bathroom running, a little bit of water so it don't freeze, because that's another thing that happens here a lot. Our water freezes up, and if it don't get above freezing during the day, we won't have water for a while. So go there and see how everybody made last night. It's like Maggie's up, Elsie's up. What is it, the gate froze?
Yeah.
But,
hey, Elsie, looks like the baby's got her blanket off, halfway off. I got to get her out. She's all hung
how'd she
up.
get that off?
I don't know. She does it once in a while. Looks like she's got it all hung up over.
Hey, Elsie, what you doing this morning? You cold or you warm? I think y'all got enough fur, y'all are all right. Ooh-wee.
Hold on, little squirt. I'll get you.
Ooh. I wish we'd have got more snow than anything else, but we didn't.
Are you stuck in you? Hold on, I'll get you unstuck.
Oh Lord, she's
Hold on, she got her head all hung up in there this morning. I'm coming, give me time. I can't go but so fast in this house. Hold on. So stuck up this morning.
How in the world she get it off like that?
I don't know. It's the first time she's ever done it that way.
You trying to get that thing off your head? So I don't like this thing. Get it off my head. Is that why y'all met us at the gate this morning? Because her cut fell off? Y'all trying to tell us? Is that what it was? I bet it was.
Come on, let's get it off. It was Velcroed on you good. What in the world?
Well, I know where she got tangled up like that.
I know where she got it like that. Oh my
well,
God.
she dookied all over everything again.
Yeah. I have to clean it up.
Like, all right, I'm ready to eat now.
Come on, I'll have to clean you up too. Look at your... Ugh, you got a mess. You got the messes you been.
She's hungry this morning. We got some more. We got another one in blankets coming that's a little bit better fit for her if it ever gets here. So I don't know if it should be here the next day or two, I reckon. But it's got some straps to go under the belly that hold it on there a little bit better. So once we get that, It'd be a lot better. Because this one's really too big for her, but it works well until this morning. She slid it off somehow. I didn't see how cold it was when I come out a while ago, did you? Won't be nothing going on outside today. Because the wind's blowing a little bit too, not terrible. That's another thing, with the ice on the limbs and the power lines, if the wind gets to blowing here, and then these limbs break, of course they fall right on top of our power lines, and that knocks our power out too. So hopefully it won't be too bad today. At least it's not raining or snowing or sleeting anymore. Go, 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 go. Right to my foot. Go, 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 go. Have another bucket.
Get the donkey, son. That's one of the cows that was back yonder, but not the mama cow, the other cow. Where's the trough at?
Well, Kim called me the other day and told me that the old side-by-side, when she was feeding up the other day, said she pulled down to the pasture and turned it off, unloaded some hay and stuff for the cows and for Elsie and the little baby back there. And she said that she's got to get back on it. Wouldn't start. So I put a battery in that thing about probably, I don't know, 5 or 6 months ago. It was in August. That's when it was. So anyhow, got up this morning and went ahead and pulled the battery, because that's what it sounded like. It was just, it started with turns a little bit and then it clicked. And so I think it's just a battery again. So I pulled it out this morning, ran the track supply, and exchanged it for another one. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and try to get that put back together while it ain't too terrible cold out here today, because it's supposed to be getting really, really cold here in the next few days. It's gonna be down to the teens for I think about 3 days in a row, and which is unusual for us. It means we already got a spigot running in the bathroom so water don't freeze up. But I know Kim said a while ago she's already fed the chickens and watered them behind Mama's old house, and she said that the water spigot behind her house is already froze up. The water's not froze up, just that spigot on the back is, so might be toting water for the next couple of days. But before it gets real, real cold out here, I'm gonna try to switch this battery out, and I sure hope that's what's wrong with this thing. So I got another one. It's just like the one that was in it before. It's 350 cold cranking amps. So I'm hoping that that will be enough to get us through this next cold snap, because You know, cold weather's bad on batteries anyway, so see if I can get this thing put back in pretty quick. Because we use this thing every day. I sure hope nothing will happen to this thing. Because we use it every day, feeding up and everything. And like I said, we got the old Ford truck there. We've been using it for the last couple of days, and it's done really good. But this thing here is just so much easier to get in and out of and to load up and everything. So see if we can get this battery in there and get it back to going. Whew. I wish this thing had to quit in the shop so I could have been in and out of this wind. All right, before we even put the seat back on, let's see if it's going to work. Here's hoping. Ah, look at there. All right. Well, I'm glad it was just a battery. I was hoping it won't start or nothing, but I believe it's just an old battery. Oh yeah, that's good right there. We're back in business. All right. Well, me and Kim's gonna take us a little road trip. We got something we need to run pick up. We got some totes in the back, and as you can see, there's something that's missing that was time to go about 2 or 3 weeks ago when we finally got rid of them. So we're gonna run down and pick them up, see how they are. So we're gonna take a little trip, ride down the road. We're gonna pick them up, and when we get back, we'll do some figuring and kind of see what all it costed us to raise those 2 hogs from start to finish. Kind of see what it costs with the processing and see if we're better off growing our own or maybe going to the grocery store. But the only good thing is if you grow your own, you know what kind of shots it's had, or well, ours hadn't had any shots. They were just fed feed and scraps and cotton leaves and what all else we feed them.
Sweet potatoes,
watermelons, just whatever we could find out of the garden that was going bad. So they're we know exactly what they've had to eat. And the man did tell us the other day how much those things dressed out at. See, when they I don't know how much they were on the hoof, but when he dressed them and had them on the hanging weight, it was, I think one weighed 335 pounds and the other weighed 300 and something pounds. So
332.
Yeah, they were pretty close to the same size, and it's going to be a lot of meat coming back in a few minutes. So they got a little bigger than we wanted them to, but that's all right. So we're going to ride down the road, pick them up, bring them back, put them in the freezer, and we'll see when we get back. Well, we made it back. There they are. They were a lot easier to load this time than they were last time we got ready to carry them. They weren't too bad to carry last time. Pen was so muddy. That was the worst part. Every time you take a step, it'd take you 30 minutes to get your foot out of the mud, and by the time you did that, the hog walked right by you. So we finally got them conned into jumping up in the trailer by throwing some cotton leaves up in there, but no cotton leaves needed this time. So they hopped right up in there. We got these 6 totes in there, and so we're going to get them out of the back of the truck. Got the old freezer ready, and try to get them put up. It's too cold today. It ain't going to thaw out no how, but we need to get them in the freezer. Oh. Oh, golly, that's heavy. They're heavy.
Yes, they are.
Oh, have mercy. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my God.
Well, you say right there, 600 and something pounds.
Yeah.
Almost 700 and something pounds. 632 and
I don't know how much is in these
332 and 335.
But it's heavy. All right, let's get the lids off and see what we're going to put where. Well, there's 4 of them right there open up, and they're all full to the top. Got Boston butt, pork chops, ham, more pork chops, and more pork chops, There's some ribs in that one right there, sausage in that one, and some more pork chops. Got a bunch of pork chops. I'm okay, I like pork chops. No, that's the pork backbone over there. That's what that is. Got the fat. We're gonna try to do something new. Try to learn how to render some lard. I don't never done that before, so I'm gonna try it to see. So, all right. So we got these open. So let's get them in the freezer. All right, there we go. Old freezer's full, and this enough to last us for a little while. Of course, we're gonna give half of it to Ken's mom and her brother. They got their half in the truck. They're on the way to pick it up right now. But the old freezer is pretty full. It's gonna be some good eating for a while. So got plenty of pork chops, plenty of sausage, Lincoln pat in the bulk. So some pork butts and some shoulders and some tenderloin, some ham. So all right, we'll go back home now. We're gonna figure out what all we got in this stuff and see what all boils down to per pound. Well, on the way to work this morning, and something happened here last night. Hadn't happened here in a long time. We got a right good bit of snow, and sure is pretty. It's a long time since I've seen any snow like that. So the whole place is covered. So I reckon Kim will get here in a few minutes and check on the little calf and see how she did last night. I'm sure she did good. She's under the shelter over there, and yeah, I see Elsie up under there. Maggie's down there, so she's back there in her little corner. So yep. So tell you what, don't see this much around here, but it sure is pretty. So see if I can get on to work and see how things gonna be today and get on back home. And I don't know if it's supposed to snow anymore tomorrow or not, but it's chilly out here this morning. So hey Maggie, I think this might be your first snow. I ain't sure, I can't remember. But all right, I'll be home this evening.
Well, the little calf just had her bottle, and she made it last night. Say it's been cold lately. It's been down in the teens. And this morning, I think when Andy went to go to work this morning, it was 18. And this is the surprise we got last night. Looks like we almost got about a little over an inch, maybe 2 inches of snow in certain spots. But it looks like winter wonderland out here this morning. I think Maggie's loving it. She was running around playing when I first come out. And I already turned Abby out this morning to use the bathroom. She's out there playing in it. So I'm going to check the other cows and try to break their waters. But I had to take care of her first. So the little coat's warm on her. It's thick. I filled up under her to make sure she was warm enough. And well, we got plenty of hay back there. Of course, she's the bed in her. So her ears and stuff still okay. I know they make them little things you can put over their heads to cover their ears up. But I think if she can make it the night and tonight and Thursday night, I think it's supposed to be getting back warmer a little bit, not down in the teens. So, but she's got thick fur on her, so they're made to. These cows are designed for this cold weather like this. So, even though she's a little one, but we got the little jacket on her. That thing keeps her warm. She's so warm in her now. I took my glove off just to feel. I wanted to feel, make sure she was warm. But she is. She's drinking. She drinks 3 bottles a day. And she drinks about a little over 3.5 pints each time. So she ain't quite drinking the 4 pint yet. But she's getting there. She's still a little pooky little thing. But she's up. She walks around. I'll be glad when she starts kicking her heels up and want to play. She don't like that coat too good. But she's got to have it on to keep her warm. So let's go check the other animals and get them waters broke up, at least for a little bit. They can drink some water, and the chickens and the cows, but it'll freeze right back up because it is cold out here. Like I said, it's down in the teens, and the sun ain't come out this morning. I don't know, it's about 8:30, going on 9 o'clock probably now. I've come out here about right before 8:30, so it takes, because she's kind of slow. You have to give her time. She drinks a little bit and stops, and she's just slow, but she drinks her milk though. But we got some snow. It's been a while since we had some good snow like this. So Maggie likes playing in the snow. And Elsie is standing at the water trough. She's waiting for me to break that ice. She's so smart. She knows the next step I do is go break ice. So let's go get that done this morning. Well, I've got the ice broke in the little tub. Elsie's getting her some water. Maggie's standing there watching. It is very cold out here, really cold. I just busted this and it's already frozen back up that quick. I said, Elsie, you better drink some. I busted for the chickens up there. And they better drink them some because it's going to freeze right back up. I'll have to break it again a couple times a day. Here comes Lulu. She said she don't like the snow neither. She said, I don't like it. It's cold. I don't like it. She wanted to go in the little barn where the heat's at. I don't want her, but she's got a doghouse with hay and stuff in it, so she ain't hurt. I don't want her to go in the barn in the heat. She'll get too used to it, and she won't be used to it out here. Yeah, I know you want to go in the barn or in the house. I know. I just give you some cat food. I don't know where Lulu's buddy's at, or the other cat. Yeah. Alright, I'm going in. I'm going to fix and get me a bowl so I make some snow cream. Well, I got me some snow cream. I got me a whole bowl, so I'm going to see how much this makes. I usually use, whole milk and a little bit of sugar and some vanilla and makes you snow cream. I think it's like 4 cups of snow cream to, I'll have to look back what I usually use. But I got me a whole pot of snow cream, so I'm going to see what we got. Okay, I got my snow cream ready. I made a bunch. So I usually take, I follow a recipe. You use like 4 cups of snow to 1 cup of milk and 1/4 cup of sugar and a teaspoon of vanilla. So just keep, mini cups. So I did probably 12 cups of snow, and I added just a little bit more. But it turned out pretty good. I'm fixing to put it in a bowl and put it in the freezer so we can eat it tonight later. So when Andy gets home, he can have some snow cream too. But there you go. It is snow cream, our first snow cream this year. And we ain't had snow cream in it's been a while since I had any snow cream, so this is gonna be a treat. Well, all the animals are doing okay. They've about killed their bale of hay though. Genevieve looks like she's about to pop. There's Elmo. They're all under the shelter. I don't blame them. I'll be under the shelter too. So, all the cows looking good. Ain't nobody had no calves or anything like that, which is a good thing. Genevieve don't have no donkey until, I think it'll be next, I don't know if she'll have it. I think she'll have it in February. I'm going to see how long it takes her. I don't know. I know she got bred back in February last year, so. And it takes between 11 to 14 months for donkey, so. And she's kind of big. Well, her bag ain't dropped yet, so. But you can see it snowed. It's a beautiful wonderland here. So. It's been a while since we had any snow. There's my little shop with snow. It looks like Wonderland today. But I think I might have to see if I'll feed them the bale of hay to them more, but I don't know. There's a little bits for them to eat. But it's cold. They got to have something to eat. I might have to put another bale of hay out here. I don't know. Alrighty. Alright, the cows has been fed. There's Elmo. Yeah, topping up the feed. There's Genevieve. She's still eating her some feed. I couldn't show you feeding because it's hard to do it by yourself and trying to video, and I didn't bring the stick so I could prop it up somewhere. So we got them fed. And there's Daisy. And I'll give them a bale of hay. some feed and check your water. Yeah, it's already froze back up again. I know, girls. It's just a mess. I'll put your feet in the house so you can stay warm in there. Yeah, we got a feed thing in there, so yeah, y'all be warm. Alright, let's get them fed up. Oh, the little chicken coop's covered with snow. It's trying to melt right there a little bit. So, it's been a cold couple of days here. Snow is pretty though. Cows, you can see them down yonder eating their bale of hay. The neighbors' horses are eating. Trying to get their bellies full, keep them warm. Alright, let's feed the chickens and get Elsie and them fed. So I got Elsie some feed. She got her some feed and some hay in her trough, so she'll be good. Trying to get her fat again. And there's the little munchkin. I still ain't gave her a name yet. I was making sure she's gonna make it. But she's like her mama. She's a tough old bird. So I think she's gonna make it. She's starting, her poop is starting to get solid and I ain't seen no blood in it, so that's a good sign. So whatever it was wrong with her, maybe she's worked it out. But I did give her some electrolytes and stuff like that to try to help her. So maybe she'll start jumping around. She can't hardly jump around in that little suit. She's all stuck up in there. But she's trying. She's trying to scratch her head, but you can't. What you doing? You sticking a little tongue out? No. But she's done pretty good. She's still a little weak in her legs, but she'll get better. She might be called a miracle cow, a little miracle, because she's lucky to be here, or fate, or something other. Yep. And Maggie knows it's time for her feed in a minute. I'll feed you just a minute. And I'll have to come back here and feed her a bottle. She's up, so she might be wanting something too. All right, Maggie, you ready for some food too? I got to feed you and the cats. I have everybody fed up for today. The snow looks so pretty though. But it's cold out here. Ooh, it is very cold. My feet's already got cold. And I got insulated shoes on. But it's just cold. Alrighty. Everybody ought to be happy and get their bellies full and they'll be warm. The little munchkin was over there getting her some snow. She didn't know what that was neither. So it's my first snow. Well, Abby wanted to come out and play in the snow with her frisbee. So we're gonna play. She's like, I want to play in the snow. Are you eating the snow? Are you playing? Are you happy? Come on. Let's see the frisbee. Oh, I gotta see the frisbee. Ready? Go get it. Are you cold? It's a little cold, ain't it? Just a little. Can't stay out too long, you'll be too cold. Abby, ready? Catch it. Catch it. Get it, Abby. Get it. Get it, get it. Get the snow. Ready? Catch the snow. Say, well, it's too cold out here. You catch it. You catch the snow. Good girl. Ready? Catch the snow. Oh, don't catch it in my hand. Ready? Go get it. Ready? Catch the snow. He's still. Well, looks like the snow's melted a little bit more today. But it's been a cold day. Elmo. And there's Bella. There's the little calves. They're just hanging out. They're out here because I'm feeding the chickens and giving them fresh water. They had to come and see what they're missing out on. There's Genevieve. Hell no, you just rotten. Yeah, Billy, you think you're something with the big cows, don't you? Well, they're talking about next week it's going to be in the 60s. It's crazy when it was low down the 19s this morning. So that's just going to be crazy weather. Well, let's see if it gets 60 in the next week. That's what they're calling for it. I'll be glad I can clean out some chicken coops and be nice and not have to break water every day.
Well, I think we're gonna wrap this video up. If you'll kind of notice, this has been kind of a long video over probably about what, 2 weeks. Just been so much going on. I hadn't had a chance to
4 weeks,
sit down and get it edited and stuff like that. So we've had some weather changes in this video, and right now it's a little bit cooler today, but it's supposed to be what, 70 tomorrow?
Yeah.
I think again. The weather's been up and down right lately. I don't know what's wrong with the weather now, but that's just the way it's always been around here. But we're finally gonna wrap this video up today, I think. But I wanted, before we go, to let you know about our pigs. We got them back, got them in the freezer, and actually already ate some of the sausage, and we've had some pork chops, we've had some backbone, we've had the cube steak last night for supper. Everything so far has been really good, and the folks down there did a good job that processed it for us. But just to break down what we had, when we bought the pigs, they were $50 a piece. That's $100. We spent a total of $780 in feed, and the processing was $834. So we figured all that up. The weight, one of the hogs, after it was dressed out, weighed 335 pounds. The other one weighed 332 pounds. So that was a total of 666 pounds hanging weight for both of them. We actually ended up getting 43 pounds of fat. We didn't get the fat last time we did this, but we did this time because we want to try to make some lard out of it. Maybe try to make some soap. I've seen that before, so we're going to try to maybe do that later on. So if you deduct the fat to come out of it, we actually got 624 pounds of actual meat. But the processing on it turned out to be about $1.25 a pound to process it. But when they process it, they make your sausage, your link sausage, and they do all the spices, and they make it either mild or hot, whatever you want. And they did ours mild, and it was perfect. But they vacuum seal everything. Everything's got a label on it. So it's just something like you can go to the store and buy it. So they really do a good job. So our total cost ended up being $1,794. And that was with the price of the pigs, the feed we gave them, the processing fees. Of course, they just ate feed and whatever we had out of the garden, so they didn't get any commercial feed. We got our feed from the feed mill down the road from us. So anyway, our total price was $1,794. We divided that by the weight. It come out to be every cut of meat from nose to tail. You can say the ham, the pork chops, the sausage, any cut of meat we got, the hams, the Boston butts. It all averages out to be about $2.69 a pound, which I don't think is too bad. Meat at the grocery store has gone up again right lately with everything going on. And to be honest with you, I haven't been in the grocery store in probably been 2 or 3 months, because Kim usually goes, so I ain't got to go. So I ain't been to the grocery store, so I really don't know what the price are in town. But for $2.69 a pound for whatever we're going to eat that day, I don't think it's too bad, because I know how we raise those hogs. Them hogs haven't had any antibiotics, any weird shots, or anything other than feed from the feed mill, what we've given as scraps out of the garden, stuff like that. So we know what we got. So I don't know. May not be for everybody, but we enjoy doing it. We had a good time messing with them, raising them, and now we're getting the benefits of it. But for $2.69 a pound, that's all right with me. There's a little bit of work involved in it, but I'm okay with that. We ended up getting our bacon back last week. It took them a little bit longer to do that because they actually processed it for us down there. We ended up with, I'm not sure how many pounds is in the pack. It's probably about a pound in each pack, I would imagine. Probably. So we ended up with 15 packs of the maple bacon, 16 packs of the hickory smoked bacon, and they gave us one. It's almost like you can make burnt ends out of it. With the little end pieces that won't really be enough to be bacon, but they package that up. You can almost make like burnt ends out of that. So So that was.
Well, you can just use it for cooking in like collars or
Yeah, you can do that, or
string beans
your
and stuff
string
like
beans
that.
or a little piece of hot meat or something in it. But that was to get the bacon processed. Was $80, but they do the processing of the maple flavored, hickory flavored, so it costs a little bit more. But we got us plenty of bacon now. We had some that done not too, some of the sausage and the bacon, and that bacon's really good. The slices they're long slices. It's not like you get at the grocery store, and they're a little bit thicker than you get in the grocery store.
Yeah.
And they cooked up really good, and they were good. So anyway, that's a breakdown of the hogs that we got back, what it cost us from start to finish. And once we get these eat down, we'll probably do some more next year, and probably have a little better pen set up next year. And got some things I want to do. I want to move the chicken coops I want to do something with the chicken coops too. I want to move them and the hog pens back to the back pasture back there, kind of out of the way, and do a little better setup this year. They weren't really that hard to load up. The time before this, the hogs were really hard to load up because it had nowhere good to load them at. This time I was worried about that too. But the hog panels we had, we just backed the trailer up. We pulled one of the hog panels backed the trailer in. And the hardest part was the pen was so wet. You try to get the hogs corralled up to get them to the gate at the trailer, and you'd step in about over ankle deep mud. And by the time you get your foot unstuck from the mud, the hog done walk past you. But we had some cotton leaves, and we threw those up in the trailer. And once they saw those, they hopped right up in there, so it wasn't no problem. So, but next year, I'm going to have a better setup on getting hogs loaded and everything anyway. So I guess that's going to wrap it up for us. Like I say, we're going to go out today. It's Saturday, and it's cool again today. I got stuff outside I need to do, but probably do more stuff in the barn, try to work with the lasers a little bit. And I know Kim's got some orders that she's going to work on too. So Elsie and the calf doing good. She's really taking a bottle good right now. And she was, a little stiff in the front legs there about 3 or 4 days after she was born, I guess from the pulling. But now she's up, moving around. She's still a little bit stiff, but she's a lot better than she was.
Yeah, she's starting to jump and play now, and she's up moving when I walk out there. So she's doing a whole lot better now.
Yeah, every morning when I pull out to leave, when I go down the driveway that way, she's up at the gate already moving. And so she's up and about. Elsie's still doing good. She's all cleared out from what she had going on. And so they're both doing good. And matter of fact, it was Tuesday of this week? Monday of this week. Was it Daisy?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Daisy had started laying down a little bit, acting funny over the last weekend. But Kim called me Monday at work, and Daisy had her calf, a little bull calf. So he's doing good too, and we'll get some video of him coming up next, and because he's growing pretty quick. So, all right, I've rambled on enough. So I reckon we're going to get out of here and do something today and finish this video up. But again, we appreciate you joining us. Like, share, and subscribe, and hey, tell your friends and neighbors and even people you don't know about us, and have them come back and see us on the next video.